Daily mental conditioning is the foundation upon which success, resilience, and personal transformation are built. It's not merely about positive thinking or temporary bursts of motivation. It's about consistently training your mind to respond to challenges, setbacks, and opportunities with clarity, focus, and a growth-oriented perspective. Just like physical fitness requires regular exercise, mental fitness requires daily habits that reinforce empowering beliefs, self-discipline, and emotional strength. The human mind is like fertile soil. Whatever seeds are planted and nurtured will grow. If seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity are allowed to take root, they will flourish and dominate your mental landscape. On the other hand, if you intentionally plant seeds of confidence, gratitude, and vision, you'll create an environment where success and positivity thrive naturally. Daily mental conditioning starts with understanding that your thoughts drive your emotions drive your actions, and your actions determine your results. If your thoughts are chaotic or self-defeating, they will ultimately manifest in poor decisions, lack of consistency, and missed opportunities. One of the most effective tools for daily mental conditioning is affirmations. Affirmations are not just feel-good phrases, they are scientifically backed tools that help reprogram your subconscious mind. When repeated consistently, affirmations begin to replace old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. Statements like "I am capable," "I am disciplined," or "I am resilient" become internalized truths rather than fleeting motivational slogans. However, affirmations alone are not enough. Visualization is another critical aspect of mental conditioning. When you visualize your goals daily with clarity and emotion, your brain starts to recognize them as familiar experiences. This process activates your reticular activating system, RAS, a part of your brain that filters information and draws your attention to opportunities and resources aligned with your goals. For example, if you constantly visualize yourself delivering a powerful presentation or achieving a personal milestone, your brain will start noticing chances to practice, refine, and showcase those abilities in real life. Journaling is another key practice in mental conditioning. Writing down your thoughts, goals, and reflections daily allows you to process your emotions, clarify your intentions, and track your progress. A daily gratitude journal, for instance, helps shift your focus from what's lacking in your life to what's abundant. This simple act rewires your brain to look for positivity and opportunities even in difficult situations. Additionally, writing down specific goals every day reinforces them in your subconscious mind and keeps you anchored to your purpose. Mental conditioning also involves controlling your mental diet, the information you consume on a daily basis. Just like unhealthy food affects your physical health, negative news, toxic social media, or unproductive conversations can poison your mindset. Surrounding yourself with uplifting content, educational materials, and inspiring stories ensures that your mind stays in a productive and optimistic state. The power of daily mental conditioning is amplified through consistency. It's not something you do once a week or whenever you feel motivated. It's a daily practice. Habits are formed through repetition, and the same goes for mental conditioning. Small, consistent efforts each day compound over time, leading to profound transformations. It's not about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, regardless of how you feel. Even 5 minutes of intentional mental conditioning, be it through affirmations, visualization, or journaling, can have a cumulative effect over weeks, months, and years. Self-awareness is also essential in mental conditioning. Recognizing your mental triggers, patterns, and areas of improvement allows you to address them intentionally. Are you prone to self-doubt before making big decisions? Do you struggle with procrastination when tasks seem overwhelming? Identifying these patterns and creating targeted strategies to overcome them can prevent them from derailing your progress. For example, if fear of failure often stops you from taking action, a daily affirmation like "I embrace challenges as opportunities to grow" can serve as an antidote. Additionally, mental conditioning isn't limited to just success or goal achievement. It's equally about resilience. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. A well-conditioned mind can navigate setbacks without being completely derailed. It doesn't mean you'll never feel fear, disappointment, or frustration. It means you'll have the mental tools to process those emotions and keep moving forward. When your mind is conditioned daily, obstacles become stepping stones and failures become lessons. Furthermore, surrounding yourself with the right people enhances your mental conditioning journey. Just as your mental diet matters, so does your social environment. Positive, ambitious, and supportive individuals act as mirrors that reflect your potential back to you. They hold you accountable, inspire you, and challenge you to push your limits. In conclusion, daily mental conditioning is not a luxury, it's a necessity for anyone who wants to create lasting change, build resilience, and achieve meaningful success. It's about taking responsibility for your inner world every single day. The mind is your most powerful tool, and when conditioned properly, it becomes your greatest ally in every area of life. By making mental conditioning a non-negotiable daily habit, you create a solid foundation upon which success, fulfillment, and happiness can flourish. It's not about doing it perfectly every day. It's about showing up consistently, even on the days when it feels hardest. In the end, the quality of your life is a reflection of the quality of your thoughts, and daily mental conditioning ensures those thoughts are aligned with your highest potential. Discipline is the cornerstone of any meaningful achievement, serving as the bridge between goals and results. While motivation can spark the initial desire to pursue a goal, it is discipline that ensures consistent action even when motivation wanes. Discipline is not a trait reserved for a select few. It is a skill that can be developed, refined, and strengthened through intentional effort and practice. At its core, discipline is about doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. It's about honoring your commitments to yourself and maintaining focus on your objectives, even when distractions, temptations, or challenges arise. Without discipline, goals remain dreams and intentions fade into missed opportunities. Success in any field is rarely about grand gestures or extraordinary talent. It's about showing up consistently, putting in the work, and staying true to your vision, even on days when progress feels slow or invisible. One of the most significant aspects of discipline is the ability to prioritize long-term rewards over short-term gratification. In a world filled with instant gratification, social media notifications, streaming services, fast food, it's easy to fall into habits that provide temporary pleasure but undermine long-term progress. Discipline, however, is about delaying that gratification in favor of something greater. For example, waking up early to work on a personal project, even when sleeping in feels more appealing, is an act of discipline. Similarly, choosing to exercise instead of lounging on the couch or sticking to a budget instead of indulging in impulsive purchases are daily demonstrations of disciplined behavior. Every time you choose long-term gain over short-term pleasure, you reinforce the neural pathways in your brain associated with self-control, making discipline a more natural and automatic response over time. Another critical component of discipline is consistency. Discipline is not about occasional acts of greatness. It's about small, repeated actions performed day after day. The compounding effect of these consistent efforts often leads to results far greater than any single moment of intense effort. For instance, writing one page every day might seem insignificant, but over a year, it becomes a 365-page manuscript. Similarly, saving a small percentage of your income regularly might not feel impactful initially, but over time, it creates financial security and freedom. Discipline teaches us that it's the seemingly small, mundane actions repeated with dedication that create monumental outcomes. The famous saying, "Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out," perfectly encapsulates this idea. Discipline also requires creating structure and systems in your life. Relying solely on willpower is a common mistake, as willpower is finite and often depleted by decision fatigue throughout the day. Instead, disciplined individuals rely on habits and routines to minimize the need for constant decision-making. For example, preparing meals in advance prevents unhealthy food choices, setting specific workout times removes the decision of whether or not to exercise, and scheduling time blocks for focused work reduces procrastination. Systems act as guardrails, keeping you aligned with your goals, even when willpower is low. When discipline is supported by structure, it becomes less about relying on sheer mental strength and more about following a well-designed roadmap. Equally important is self-awareness in the practice of discipline. Self-awareness allows you to identify your triggers, weaknesses, and patterns of procrastination or avoidance. Are you more likely to skip your workout after a stressful day? Do you find yourself scrolling social media when a challenging task feels overwhelming? Recognizing these triggers allows you to proactively address them and put safeguards in place. For example, placing your phone in another room during deep work sessions or preparing your gym clothes the night before removes obstacles that might disrupt your disciplined behavior. Self-awareness also enables you to reflect on moments of weakness without judgment. Discipline is not about perfection, it's about progress. Even disciplined individuals have off days, but they don't let one slip turn into a downward spiral. They recognize the misstep, learn from it, and get back on track swiftly. Moreover, discipline thrives in an environment of clarity. When your goals are vague or undefined, maintaining discipline becomes much harder because there's no clear target to aim for. On the other hand, when you have specific, measurable, and time-bound goals, discipline becomes a natural byproduct. Instead of a vague objective like get healthier, a disciplined person sets a goal such as exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week and eat vegetables with every meal. Clarity eliminates ambiguity, giving your disciplined actions a clear direction and purpose. Emotional resilience is also intertwined with discipline. Life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. Discipline ensures that you continue to take action even when progress is not immediately visible. It teaches you to detach from the outcome and focus on the process. For example, a disciplined writer doesn't stop writing because of a rejection letter that keeps showing up at the desk every day. Similarly, a disciplined athlete doesn't quit because of one poor performance. They continue training relentlessly. Lastly, discipline is a form of self-respect. Every time you follow through on a promise to yourself, you build trust in your own abilities. On the contrary, every broken promise erodes your self-confidence and reinforces the belief that you are incapable of change. Discipline is an act of honoring your commitments, not just to external goals, but to yourself. When you live with discipline, you live with integrity. In essence, discipline is not restrictive, it's liberating. It gives you control over your life, your time, and your future. It empowers you to break free from the limitations of fleeting emotions and unreliable motivation. By cultivating discipline, you build a foundation for long-term success, resilience, and personal growth. It's not always easy and it's not always fun. Consistency is the unsung hero of success, the invisible thread that weaves together effort, time, and results. While grand gestures and sporadic bursts of effort may seem impressive, it's the small, repeated actions done consistently over time that create monumental outcomes. Consistency isn't about perfection, it's about showing up every day and making incremental progress, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's the commitment to take action regardless of your emotional state, circumstances, or temporary setbacks. Success isn't built in a day, it's built through daily habits, routines, and unwavering dedication to the process. People often underestimate the power of consistency because its effects aren't always immediate or dramatic. However, over time, consistent action compounds and creates exponential growth, turning small efforts into significant achievements. Whether it's in health, career, relationships, or personal development, consistency serves as the foundation upon which all great accomplishments are built. One of the most profound aspects of consistency is its ability to build momentum. When you repeatedly engage in a behavior, it becomes easier over time. For example, the first time you start working out, it might feel exhausting and overwhelming. But if you commit to doing it consistently, your body adapts, your mind adjusts, and the task that once felt impossible becomes a normal part of your routine. The same applies to learning a skill, building a business, or cultivating a mindset. The more frequently you engage with a task, the more natural and automatic it becomes. Momentum builds when effort becomes habit and habits become a lifestyle. This self-perpetuating cycle of consistency and momentum is one of the most powerful forces for change and growth. Every small action contributes to the larger goal, and over time, what once felt like an uphill battle becomes second nature. Consistency also builds trust both in yourself and in others. When you show up consistently, you demonstrate reliability and integrity. People trust individuals who are dependable and follow through on their commitments. This trust opens doors to opportunities, collaborations, and stronger relationships. On a personal level, consistency builds self-trust, which is perhaps even more important. Every time you honor a commitment to yourself, whether it's waking up early, sticking to a workout plan, or dedicating time to a personal project, you reinforce your belief in your own capabilities. Conversely, every time you break a promise to yourself, you erode that trust. Over time, inconsistency can lead to feelings of self-doubt and diminished confidence. Trusting yourself is a powerful motivator, and consistency is the vehicle that builds and maintains that trust. The power of consistency lies not just in action, but also in focus. Consistent individuals are often those who have a clear vision of what they want to achieve and are able to align their actions with their goals. They aren't easily distracted by temporary pleasures or setbacks because their focus is anchored in a long-term outcome. Consistency helps you filter out distractions and make decisions that are aligned with your priorities. For example, if your goal is to write a book, consistency means setting aside time every day to write, even if it's just one page. Distractions may arise, social events, fatigue, or a busy schedule, but consistency means choosing your goal over those distractions repeatedly. Over time, these repeated decisions compound, and the result is a completed book, a healthier body, or a thriving business. Focused consistency eliminates the guesswork and brings clarity to your actions. Another overlooked aspect of consistency is its role in overcoming resistance and procrastination. Procrastination often stems from fear, uncertainty, or the overwhelming nature of a task. However, when you approach a task with consistency, you reduce the mental barriers associated with starting. When something becomes a routine, you no longer have to negotiate with yourself each time you need to do it. For example, if you commit to exercising at the same time every day, it eventually becomes non-negotiable. It's no longer a decision, it's just what you do. This eliminates the mental energy spent debating whether to start or not. Consistency reduces resistance by removing choice from the equation. You don't rely on fleeting motivation, you rely on discipline and routine. Consistency is also deeply tied to resilience. When you show up consistently, even in the face of obstacles, you develop a sense of grit and perseverance. Success is rarely linear, it's filled with setbacks, failures, and unexpected challenges. However, consistency teaches you to push through these moments without giving up. You may fall, but consistency ensures you get back up and continue moving forward. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure, it's about refusing to let failure stop you. Consistent effort teaches you to view obstacles as temporary, and with every small step forward, you inch closer to your goals. Each act of consistency is a declaration that you refuse to be defeated by temporary setbacks. Consistency also provides measurable results over time. Many people give up on their goals because they expect instant results, but success often requires patience and persistence. The progress made through consistent action may seem slow at first, but it accumulates and compounds. Think of a glass of water being filled drop by drop. Each drop may seem insignificant on its own, but over time the glass fills up completely. Similarly, every small, consistent action contributes to the bigger picture. Whether it's saving a small percentage of your income every month, practicing a musical instrument daily, or dedicating time to personal development, the results of consistency become undeniable over time. Lastly, consistency builds identity. When you repeatedly take action towards a goal, you start to identify as the type of person who does those things. For example, someone who consistently works out begins to see themselves as an athlete. Someone who consistently writes begins to see themselves as a writer. Identity shapes behavior, and behavior reinforces identity. This cycle creates a powerful loop of personal transformation. When you act consistently in alignment with your goals, those actions become part of who you are, not just something you do occasionally. In essence, consistency is the thread that ties effort to achievement. It transforms dreams into goals and goals into reality. It removes the reliance on fleeting motivation and replaces it with reliable action. Consistency may not be glamorous and it may not always be exciting, but it is undeniably effective. It's not about being perfect every day, it's about showing up even when it's hard and taking one step closer to your goal. Every small effort counts, and over time, those small efforts create extraordinary results. Patience is a fundamental yet often overlooked ingredient in the pursuit of long-term success and personal growth. In a world dominated by instant gratification where results are expected immediately and progress is often measured in quick wins, patience serves as a steady anchor, reminding us that meaningful achievements take time. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's about maintaining a positive and proactive attitude while you wait. It's about trusting the process, understanding that growth often happens in the unseen spaces between effort and results, and believing that consistent actions, no matter how small, will eventually bear fruit. Patience allows individuals to stay focused on their goals without being discouraged by temporary setbacks, delays, or lack of immediate visible results. When you're patient, you're better equipped to handle challenges with grace and resilience rather than reacting impulsively or abandoning your goals prematurely. One of the most valuable lessons patience teaches us is the importance of embracing delayed gratification. Success rarely happens overnight, and the most rewarding outcomes often require sustained effort over long periods. Whether you're building a business, learning a new skill, improving your health, or cultivating a relationship, results are often not immediate. The ability to delay gratification, to resist the temptation of short-term rewards in favor of long-term goals sets apart those who succeed from those who give up too soon. Think of a farmer planting seeds in a field. After planting, there's no instant harvest. The farmer must water, nurture, and care for the seeds consistently, trusting that in time they will grow into a bountiful harvest. Similarly, when working towards a goal, patience means continuing to show up, even when progress seems invisible, because you trust that your consistent efforts will eventually lead to meaningful outcomes. Patience also cultivates a growth mindset, a belief that abilities, intelligence, and potential can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. When you lack patience, every setback feels like a permanent failure, and every delay feels like a reason to give up. However, when you embrace patience, you view obstacles as opportunities for growth and delays as part of the journey. You begin to see that the value of the journey isn't just in reaching the destination, but also in the lessons learned along the way. Every setback becomes a chance to adapt. Every delay becomes an opportunity to refine your strategy, and every challenge becomes a stepping stone toward greater resilience. Patience shifts your focus from obsessing over immediate results to appreciating the process and the growth that happens during the journey. Another powerful aspect of patience is its role in emotional regulation. Impatience often leads to frustration, stress, and impulsive decision-making. When people expect instant results and don't see them, they become discouraged, demotivated, and sometimes even quit entirely. Patience, on the other hand, acts as a buffer against these negative emotions. It allows you to remain calm and composed in the face of uncertainty, knowing that progress doesn't always happen in a linear fashion. Patience teaches you to detach yourself from the need for constant validation and instant feedback. Instead, you learn to trust in your efforts, maintain a steady pace, and remain focused on the bigger picture. Emotional stability, fueled by patience, allows you to make clear-headed decisions and avoid reactive choices driven by fear or frustration. Patience also fosters resilience. In life, setbacks are inevitable, and plans rarely unfold exactly as expected. Without patience, every roadblock can feel like the end of the road. However, with patience, obstacles are seen as temporary challenges rather than permanent barriers. A patient mindset keeps you going even when the journey gets tough, because you understand that challenges are part of the process. For example, when building a business, it's common to face financial challenges, rejection, or slow progress in the early stages. Those who lack patience may see these challenges as evidence that their efforts are futile, while those who possess patience will view them as temporary hurdles that can be overcome with persistence and adaptation. Patience gives you the strength to weather storms, endure difficulties, and remain committed to your goals even when the odds seem stacked against you. Furthermore, patience enhances clarity and perspective. When you're in a rush to achieve something, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. You might make hasty decisions, overlook important details, or chase shortcuts that ultimately lead to disappointment. Patience allows you to slow down, evaluate your progress, and make thoughtful decisions. It gives you the space to reflect on your goals, assess your strategies, and make necessary adjustments. Sometimes taking a step back and allowing time to do its work can be more productive than rushing forward without a clear plan. Patience creates room for wisdom, reflection, and insight, qualities that are essential for long-term success. Self-discipline is one of the most critical traits for achieving success, yet it's often one of the hardest to develop and maintain. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. At its core, self-discipline is about consistency, focus, and the willingness to push through discomfort for a greater goal. It's about resisting the urge for immediate gratification and staying committed to long-term objectives, regardless of how challenging the path may seem. Self-discipline isn't just about achieving specific goals, it's about cultivating a mindset that prioritizes growth, responsibility, and accountability. It acts as the bridge between intention and accomplishment, helping individuals turn their aspirations into tangible results. Without self-discipline, even the most brilliant strategies and well-thought-out plans will remain unfulfilled dreams. One of the first lessons of self-discipline is recognizing that motivation is fleeting, but discipline can carry you through when motivation fades. Many people believe they need to feel motivated before taking action, but the truth is, motivation often follows action rather than precedes it. Self-disciplined individuals understand that they can't rely on fleeting feelings to guide their actions. Instead, they commit to showing up every day, regardless of whether they feel inspired or not. They build routines and systems that make success inevitable rather than leaving their outcomes to chance or mood. For example, someone who wants to become physically fit doesn't just go to the gym when they feel excited about working out. They create a schedule, stick to it, and show up even on days when they'd rather stay in bed. This consistency builds momentum, and over time, what once felt like an effort becomes second nature. Self-discipline also teaches delayed gratification, the ability to resist immediate temptations for a more significant reward in the future. In today's world of instant results and quick fixes, delayed gratification has become a rare quality. Whether it's sticking to a healthy diet, saving money instead of spending it impulsively, or dedicating time to studying instead of scrolling through social media, self-discipline enables individuals to make choices that align with their long-term vision. Delayed gratification is a skill that, when mastered, opens the door to incredible achievements. For example, an entrepreneur who invests profits back into their business rather than indulging in luxury spending sets the stage for long-term financial success. Similarly, a student who dedicates consistent hours to studying instead of last-minute cramming is far more likely to excel academically. Self-discipline empowers individuals to make these calculated choices, ensuring their actions today contribute to a better tomorrow. Another essential aspect of self-discipline is time management. Highly disciplined individuals know how to prioritize tasks, set clear goals, and focus their energy on high-impact activities. They understand the difference between being busy and being productive. While being busy often involves aimlessly tackling multiple low-priority tasks, productivity means focusing on what truly moves the needle forward. Self-discipline helps people say no to distractions and low-value activities, allowing them to channel their energy into meaningful work. This could mean waking up earlier to work on personal goals, setting boundaries with social engagements, or dedicating specific hours to deep, focused work without distractions. Time is one of the most finite resources we have, and self-discipline ensures it's used wisely rather than squandered on activities that yield little to no results. In addition to time management, self-discipline builds resilience. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and moments of frustration, and without self-discipline, it's easy to give up at the first sign of difficulty. Disciplined individuals approach challenges with a sense of determination and persistence. They don't allow temporary failures or discomfort to derail their efforts. Instead, they adapt, reassess, and keep moving forward. For example, a writer who faces rejection from publishers doesn't abandon their dream of publishing a book. Instead, they use the feedback to improve their manuscript and keep submitting it until they succeed. This resilience, powered by self-discipline, creates an unshakable foundation for long-term growth and achievement. Self-discipline is also deeply tied to personal integrity. When individuals commit to a goal or promise, they must follow through not just for others, but for themselves. Every time someone breaks a promise they made to themselves, they erode their self-confidence and sense of self-worth. On the other hand, every time they follow through, they build self-trust and reinforce their belief in their abilities. For example, if someone promises themselves they'll wake up early every morning to exercise and they actually follow through, they begin to see themselves as someone who honors their commitments. This internal integrity creates a positive feedback loop, strengthening their self-discipline even further. Discipline isn't just about external success, it's also about internal alignment, knowing that your actions match your intentions. Another key benefit of self-discipline is its role in managing emotions. Emotional impulses such as anger, frustration, or fear can derail progress if left unchecked. Self-discipline acts as a regulating force, allowing individuals to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. For example, in a heated argument, a disciplined person might pause, take a breath, and respond calmly instead of lashing out. In moments of self-doubt, a disciplined person pushes through their fear and continues working towards their goals instead of giving up. Emotional discipline is just as important as behavioral discipline because it ensures that individuals maintain their focus and composure even in challenging situations. Lastly, self-discipline creates a sense of freedom. While it might seem paradoxical, discipline doesn't restrict individuals, it liberates them. When someone is disciplined, they have control over their actions, decisions, and habits. They're not a slave to impulses, distractions, or fleeting emotions. They can create the life they want rather than being carried away by external circumstances. For example, financial discipline allows someone to save money and build wealth, granting them financial freedom in the long run. Health discipline allows someone to stay active and eat well, giving them the freedom to enjoy a vibrant, energetic life. In every area of life, discipline provides a foundation for lasting freedom and fulfillment. In essence, self-discipline is a transformative force that goes beyond achieving goals. It's about building a mindset and lifestyle that align with one's values, vision, and purpose. It equips individuals with the tools needed to overcome distractions, manage emotions, and persist in the face of challenges. While developing self-discipline isn't always easy, the rewards are undeniable. It's not just about short-term wins, it's about creating a life of consistency, resilience, and fulfillment. Self-discipline doesn't promise instant results, but it does guarantee long-lasting success and personal growth. Patience is one of the most underrated yet powerful attributes of those who achieve significant success and fulfillment in life. In a world driven by instant gratification where results are expected overnight and people seek shortcuts to achieve their goals, patience stands out as a rare and essential virtue. It is the ability to stay calm, focused, and consistent while waiting for results, even when progress seems slow or invisible. Patience is not passive, it is an active state of endurance, resilience, and trust in the process. It's about understanding that meaningful achievements require time, effort, and consistent action. Patience allows individuals to remain committed to their vision without being discouraged by temporary setbacks or delays. It creates mental space for better decision-making, reduces stress caused by unrealistic expectations, and prevents burnout from trying to force results prematurely. At the core of patience is the belief that time and consistent effort will yield results. Many people give up on their goals not because they lack ability or resources, but because they lose patience. They expect instant outcomes, and when those results don't materialize quickly, they abandon their efforts. Successful individuals, however, recognize that growth and progress are often invisible in the early stages. A seed planted in the soil doesn't sprout into a tree overnight. It requires water, sunlight, and time. Similarly, goals and dreams require consistent nurturing. For example, a person trying to build a successful business might spend months or even years with little to no financial return. However, if they remain patient, trust the process, and keep refining their strategies, they are far more likely to see their hard work bear fruit in the long run. Patience is closely tied to emotional intelligence. When people lack patience, they are more likely to make impulsive decisions driven by fear, frustration, or anxiety. They might give up prematurely, make poor investments, or sabotage their progress in an attempt to speed things up. On the other hand, patience allows individuals to approach challenges with a calm and steady mindset. Instead of reacting impulsively to setbacks, they can analyze the situation, identify lessons, and make thoughtful adjustments. This emotional steadiness ensures that they remain focused on their long-term goals rather than being derailed by temporary obstacles. For instance, an athlete recovering from an injury must exercise patience during their rehabilitation. Pushing too hard too soon could result in re-injury and an even longer recovery time. By respecting the process and remaining patient, they increase their chances of returning to peak performance. Patience also fosters resilience, which is essential for overcoming challenges and setbacks. Life is rarely a straight path that's filled with yes, filled with ups, downs, and unexpected detours. Without patience, it's easy to become discouraged when things don't go according to plan. However, patient individuals see challenges as temporary and are willing to endure discomfort for the sake of long-term rewards. They understand that setbacks are not failures, but rather opportunities for growth and refinement. For example, an author trying to publish their book might face repeated rejection from publishers. Without patience, they might give up on their dream entirely. But with patience, they can use each rejection as feedback, improve their manuscript, and keep trying until they find success. Another crucial aspect of patience is the ability to focus on progress rather than perfection. Many people become paralyzed by their desire for immediate, flawless outcomes. They refuse to take small steps because they believe only massive, visible results are worth celebrating. However, patience shifts the focus from instant perfection to consistent improvement. It teaches individuals to appreciate small wins and incremental growth, understanding that these small steps compound over time into significant achievements. For example, someone trying to lose weight might not see drastic changes after a week of exercise and healthy eating, but with patience, they recognize that consistent effort will gradually lead to their desired outcome. Patience also reduces the emotional toll of uncertainty. The journey toward any significant goal is often unpredictable, and the inability to tolerate uncertainty can create immense stress and anxiety. Patience, however, provides a sense of calm amidst chaos. It allows individuals to focus on what they can control, their actions, habits, and mindset, while letting go of the need to control external outcomes. A job seeker, for example, might send out dozens of applications without hearing back from potential employers. While the uncertainty of waiting can be agonizing, patience allows them to stay positive, keep improving their resume, and continue applying without losing hope.